Hello 11th class students. Today we will learn about the reproduction in bacteria. We have studied about the different properties of the bacteria, their classification, and now we will see the reproduction in bacteria. Bacteria, as we know students, the most important member of the kingdom Monera, as they are the most primitive type of the living organisms. So there are different methods for the reproduction in bacteria. Reproduction, that means producing the new bacteria like their own. So students, on the basis of the methods by they reproduce, the reproduction in bacteria is mainly divided into three types. First is vegetative reproduction. Second is asexual and then sexual. Total three types of reproductions are found in bacteria. And a third type of sexual reproduction is found. Here, if we further subdivide this type of the reproduction, that is vegetative, asexual and sexual, then we see that the asexual vegetative reproduction is also takes place by two different processes, that is budding and fission. We will discuss them all in detail. Budding and fission are the two most important methods of vegetative reproduction. Now, asexual reproduction can also be further divided into two parts. One by endospore and second is by zoospores. We will see what are endospores and what are zoospores. These are the two important methods of asexual reproduction. And third one, the complicated type of the reproduction, that is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction further can also be divided into three subdivisions on the basis of the methods by which it takes place. First one is conjugation. Second is transformation. And third is transduction. These are the main methods of the reproduction in bacteria and their subdivision of the reproduction. Now students, we will discuss them one by one in detail, that what is budding type of the reproduction, what is fission type of the reproduction. In budding type of the reproduction, it is purely vegetative reproduction in which only one parent is required and any part of the bacteria can be generated into new bacteria. There is a little change in budding and fission. In budding, an outgrowth develops from the bacterial cell, from the surface of the bacteria cell. Then genetic material, that is genetic chromatin material, get transferred into that bud, and then bud get detached from the main cell. We call it mother cell, bacterial mother cell, and then it develops into new bacteria. For example, if this is a bacterial cell body and this is chromatin material, then a little outgrowth will develop from this bacterial cell. Now, slowly this outgrowth will become larger and a little chromatin material will get transferred in this bud. And then after some time, this bud will get detached from the bacterial mother cell and develops in the form of become new bacteria. So this is the very simplest type of the reproduction, that is budding. Fission is also somehow similar to budding, but there is a little difference in budding and fission. In fission, students, the whole bacterial cell divided into two equal parts and both the cells develops into new bacteria, just like this. It is a single bacterial cell. After some times, it tends to divide into two parts. A constriction develops and the chromatin material that is present in the center of the cell get divided equally into two parts. Then this constriction become more prominent and finally it gets separated and these two bacterial cells generated, resulting in the formation of two bacterial cells through one bacterial mother cell. This process is called fission. Now let's understand about the asexual reproduction through the two processes, that is by endospore and by zoospores. Students, some bacteria like Bacillus and Clostridium, they reproduce by the method of endospore formation. Endospores are the very minute spores that are resistant to the most unfavorable conditions, like near about 100 degrees Celsius temperature they can resist some pH, they can survive in acidic conditions also. So in endospore process, the Bacillus and Clostridium like bacteria, they form endospore. Bacillus and Clostridium like bacteria. Let's see the structure of the endospore, that how it can resist the most unfavorable conditions. These endospores are formed inside the bacterial cell. This is a bacterial cell and this is bacterial membrane outside the cell, and inside the bacterial cell these endospores are formed. This is endospore and inside the endospore the genetic material is present. Genetic material is highly concentrated inside the endospore, and this endospore membrane can resist the unfavorable conditions, and first of all this cell wall resists the unfavorable condition, and after the cell wall the endospore membrane resists the unfavorable condition. Whenever the favorable condition arises, then this endospore imbibe the water, it intakes the water, and again it get activated and produces new bacteria. It develops in the form of new bacteria. Some bacteria like Rhizobium, they multiply or reproduce through the process of zoospore. What are zoospores? Zoospores are the spores developed inside the body of the bacteria or inside the bacterial cell. So, the zoospore are mainly found in Rhizobium bacteria. This bacteria, inside the bacterial cell, many zoospores are developed, and then after certain time period of time, the bacterial cell get erupted, the cell membrane get blasted, and the zoospores come in environment, and that spores or zoospores, they develop in the form of new bacteria. In this method also, no formation of the gametes takes place. That is why this process is also called asexual reproduction, and asexual reproduction occurs mainly by these two processes, that is by formation of the endospore and formation of the zoospores. Actually students, in bacteria true sexual reproduction is not found. The reason behind not possessing the true sexual reproduction is the main terms of the sexual reproduction, main points of the sexual reproductions by which we implies that it is a sexual reproduction. What are that points? First of all, the organism must be diploid in its genetic combination, but the bacteria are haploid. But bacteria are not diploid in nature. Second thing, that during the sexual reproduction, meiotic division must be there, but in bacteria there is no meiotic division. You have studied about the meiotic division, that what is meiotic division. And third one is formation of the gametes, or we can say formation of two types of the gametes, male and female gametes, but in bacteria there is no formation of the gametes takes place. See students, these are the three main conditions which defines the sexual reproductions, but all these three steps are absent in bacteria. So, instead of sexual reproduction, genetic recombination is found in bacteria by these three methods: conjugation, transformation and transduction. Now, let us understand how these processes takes place in bacteria. First of all, the conjugation type of reproduction was discovered in E. coli bacteria, or we call it Escherichia coli bacteria. In E. coli bacteria, or the bacteria that possesses conjugation, two type of strains are found. One is F plus strain, which is also called known as donor strain, and second is F minus strain, or we call it a recipient cell or recipient bacteria. Here F plus strain or donor cell and second is F minus strain or recipient cell. This F plus donor strain possesses extra chromosomal DNA. We called it plasmid DNA, double stranded DNA. This is the bacterial strand DNA, and another one double stranded DNA is present here in this bacteria in positive or donor cell, and in recipient cell only a single bacterial DNA is present. Now there is a connection established in between these two cells like this, and one strand from this donor cell comes in a recipient cell, and here it develops another plasmid, and then this tube disappears. So in this way, students, the extra chromosomal or extra bacterial chromosome, that is called, we call it F plasmid, get transferred from one cell to another cell, that is from donor cell to recipient cell. This is conjugation type of the reproduction. Second one is transformation type of the reproduction. Students, transformation type of reproduction or transformation was first of all discovered by a scientist named Griffith. Let's understand how Griffith performed his experiment in order to show the conjugation. Griffith performed his experiment in mouse or on rat. In order to perform his experiment, Griffith took one bacteria which causes pneumonia in mouse. The name of the bacteria was Diplococcus pneumoniae. Diplococcus pneumoniae. There are two types of Diplococcus pneumoniae. One is a rough Diplococcus pneumoniae, whose surface is rough, and second is smooth surface Diplococcus pneumoniae, whose surface is smooth. So the rough one is non-virulent. That means it doesn't causes the pneumonia in mouse, but the smooth one or smooth virulent DNA, bacterial DNA, smooth virulent, we will further represent it by strain R and strain S. A rough strain and smooth strain. Now student, Griffith, first of all, in his first step of his experiment, he gave the non-virulent or strain R to a mouse. He injected strain R in mouse, then mouse was healthy. There was no effect of the strain R on the mouse, on the body of the mouse, but in his second step, when he injected the strain S or smooth strain to the mouse, then mouse died. It shows that strain S has the toxic effect which can kill the mouse by causing the pneumonia. But in his third step, he uses the strain S but heat killed. He boiled the strain S in the water and killed it very well, and then he injected it to the mouse. In the third step, heat killed strain was given to the mouse, then mouse was healthy. It means by boiling or by heat killed, the effect of the bacteria lost. The bacteria did not affect the mouse. But in the fifth step was very important, as he give the combination of heat killed strain S, which was having no effect on the mouse, plus normal strain R, which was also having no effect on the body of the mouse. He then found that the mouse died. It should not happen like this, because heat killed strain was absolutely safe for the mouse, strain R was also absolutely safe for the mouse, but the combination of both heat killed smooth strain and normal rough strain, it causes the mouse to die. Then Griffith concluded that the heat killed strain S, the genetic material of heat killed strain S, get mixed with strain R and produces the strain S type of bacteria again, which make the mouse to die. So students, this type of a reproduction which takes place by the combination of two different types of the strain is called transformation from one strain to another strain.